everybody. Welcome to the Earl versus Efren match here at Steinway Billiards. I'm Gail Glazebrook. Robles.
And Tony Robles. Welcome, everyone. We're excited to be doing commentary here for a little bit. We're going to be switching commentators here, but we're excited to have this great match going on here at Steinway Billiards. This is a battle of the legends, and for sure they are two legends. I mean, Gail's going to go over the accomplishments of both players.
Well, and they're about to get started. Efren Reyes, the Magician, as his nickname leads. He is a BCA Hall of Famer, 3-time world champion, U.S. Open 9-ball winner in 1994, Derby City all-around, Derby City one-pocket champion, Derby City 9-ball champion. I could really go on and on, but we don't have enough time this evening. And he is facing off against Earl the Pearl Strickland, BCA Hall of Famer as well, 3-time world 9-ball champion, 5-time U.S. Open 9-ball winner, and tons of other tournaments that he's won. So it's going to be a great match. This is the battle of the year. And he must have pocketed a ball. This is 8-ball. This is going to be the first of 3 matches that they play against one another.
I don't know if he's going to shoot the 9 or go down there now to get rid of it. I'd like to get rid of the balls in groups, and then, instead of going up and down the table. I would prefer to take the 9 only because it's lower than the 8-ball.
Right.
Everyone has a different style. Everyone has a different style of play when it comes to pattern play.
I actually think he might have been going for the 9-ball and didn't get the exact position he wanted, and he changed his pattern.
Yeah, you hit it great.
Well done, as long as he doesn't get tied up on that ball.
As long as he doesn't end up, yeah. Almost wound up on top of Mount Everest there.
I remember a couple lessons that you gave me, and you were talking about how those extra balls on the table from your opponent when you are breaking and running, they become more and more of a nuisance as you get down the pattern. And
right.
You do get yourself in a lot of trouble, and you can't just think about the position on the ball. You have to also think about not getting bad position on top of another ball from your opponent. This live stream match is brought to you by Inside Pool. We thank Alvin and the rest of the Inside Pool crew for always bringing us these live stream matches. It's great for everybody around the country to be able to watch, around the world, I guess, if you really wanted to, being able to watch a match like this.
This is a tough table to break. But honestly, I think you have better shot at making a ball, playing 8-ball because there are more balls.
Right.
In 10-ball, he couldn't make a ball. He couldn't buy a ball on the break. This is a tough table to break on. And so anytime you make a ball on the break here, it's awesome. And what a great shot.
Do you see any problems in this rack?
No, none at all. As long as he ends up leaving one of the balls on the right-hand side for the 8-ball to shoot it in the opposite pocket, assuming that the 8 doesn't go by the 2, then he should be fine. Yeah, so he's probably going to shoot this, shoot the 13, come off the rail, shoot the 9 in the side, and get perfect shape on the 8. Oh, wow.
Wow, I'm surprised he did that.
Yeah, the ball ran a little long on him there. Oh, he doesn't even have to. Well, he hit it unbelievable. Dead in the center of the pocket.
That is some home court advantage, I think, working in his favor.
the 6 or the 3 has access to the side pocket, or if the 6-3 combination is dead in the upper right-hand corner. So I guess we're about to find out. I guess he wants to play it in the side. So he might try to play position for the 1 in the corner, or draw it straight back and shoot one of those in the side, right? It's the only other option that I see there. Yeah, he hit it great. He hit it unbelievable. Wow, you had to hit that shot dead perfect.
And looks like Earl is going to take a 3-0 lead against Efren. And Efren really hasn't even seen the table outside of breaking.
That's right. Well, I think that the player that pockets the most is balls on the break is the one that's going to win. Unless you get a bad rack, the balls are going to spread pretty well, but you still have to pocket a ball on the break.
Right.
See, look how good he hit those, right?
And he's
And he still came out dry.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's going to be the key to this match. So he needs to get rid of that 3 in the upper right-hand pocket as soon as possible. Well, you almost got in trouble there.
Seriously.
I'll tell you what, he got away with it. I'm really surprised he hit the ball that hard. He just has to make sure that he controls the 1 and that the 1 doesn't end up, in front of the 3. If he ends up coming off the 1-2 thing, no, he doesn't have to. See, because like I said, if he can make the 1 in the side, he can use a 1 to get to the 8. When I first started playing full time on the Pro Tour, I used to watch Earl play, and I would watch every single one of his matches, every single one of Nick Varner's, Buddy Hall, and Mike Siegel's matches. And he's the only professional player I ever saw win a major tournament without missing a single open shot.
That's amazing. A lot of people shoot into the side pocket hard as is, and he shoots like a thin shot like that with confidence.
Yeah. Well, Earl just took a commanding 4-0 lead, takes a commanding 4-0 lead, and Efren has yet to shoot a single open shot.
We'd again like to thank some of our sponsors. First and foremost, we'd like to thank Steinway Billiards for hosting this event, as well as Inside Pool and NYC Grind for providing you this broadcast. We'd also like to thank London Bridges Productions, Jeff Conway Company, who has a lot of influence with a lot of the pros, trying to bring them into the area and have them play in these types of events. So we appreciate Jeff Conway also for what he's doing.
So he's probably going to try to figure out a way to either run into that cluster or just slice a 2 down the rail, because once he does that, oh wow, look, he missed a 1 ball on the side.
And I think Earl is trying to navigate that 13-2 himself, trying to figure out how in the world he's going to get out with that 13-2 and 8 ball all tied up there.
I don't know if he has an angle to run into the 2. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but we're about to find out.
I thought it was
Yep,
steep.
that's perfect. That's it. He should be out from here.
That
was the only problem ball.
Fantastic shot.
If he can, he might want to play position for the 2 as soon as possible. Ideal shot would be the 1, 7, 3, and then 2. But he doesn't have a good angle on the 1, so he has to shoot it. That's a good shot there, too, breaking out the cluster. But now the 9 stopped, or the 13 stopped in front of the 8 ball. Oh, you can see the entire ball.
What a great shot. Now, if you're Efren at this point, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I better start making a ball on the break very soon. I was talking to someone about this yesterday, and most of the time, it all comes down to who's pocketing balls on the break. If you pocket balls on the break, you're going to end up winning more games, obviously.
He didn't hit the balls very hard. He took a lot off that break.
But obviously worked. But see, look at this.
That is not going to help his situation at all.
Could be because he's never played on this table before. And, you know, like I said, Earl practices about 5 to 8 hours a day in this table. So, you know, that says a lot.
Yeah.
You know, that was what a shot that was.
Wow.
See, that's why he's a magician. It's like if he has a perfect angle here to end up coming off the rail and take that 3 out and have the winner's insurance, how strong would that shot be? Yeah, he's breaking it out with the 8 ball. Look at that.
Okay. It was a good effort.
See, 1, 2.
Wow.
And there you go.
You
You
are
see?
a magician. That was awesome.
Now he has to come off the rail a bit. Boom. And he's in there. Yep.
He literally only had a very narrow room to get positioned for the 8 ball to go down that corner.
Yeah. He's such a great 3 cushion player, though. He's such a, yeah.
That was
Well,
awesome.
Efren finally gets on board.
Look at how many people are watching this.
That's just one
view.
side of the room. There are 3 other sides of the room. Oh, let's see how Earl does. Ooh, he almost made a ball on the break.
13
Came up
wanted
short
to
there.
go. Nothing.
He's talking to himself already.
Yeah, he wanted that 13 to go in too.
Yep, he can definitely make that one
Yeah.
ball.
If he can get the 7 out of the way, that would be great.
Run into the 12. Not even. He doesn't
No.
have to. That's perfect.
Wow.
Has a slight awkward angle right here, but he should be fine.
And that's a mistake I see a lot of people make. Instead of walking around the table and seeing the different perspectives, you might be surprised that you've got position on a shot that you didn't know until you actually walked around the table.
I love that shot. That was a great shot. Because now he can get the ball, the 4 ball out of the way, and then it's easy pickings from the 2 to the 8. Uh-oh.
Well
Don't want
done.
to come short. Oh, he's fine there.
Yeah. Whew. They make it look so easy.
All right. Now it's 5-2. Now it's starting to get a little interesting. And I'd like to say hi to everyone in the chat room and always appreciate your comments. I actually get a kick out of some of the stuff that you guys write. It's fun to do this and see everyone having a great time.
Efren breaks on the odds.
Oh, he made that corner ball. That corner ball flew straight in. Wow.
And I can hear Earl slightly in the background talking.
I've seen some that have short bridges that have great games as well. You know, I think it's more of a preference than anything. I do believe that you have to work harder anytime that you choose to learn an unorthodox style. Mm-hmm. And if you have the time to play 8 to 12 hours a day, then you will master that style. Rodolfo Luat is a perfect example. He used to shoot sidearm, and he was a former world champion. As a matter of fact, when he won the world championship, he beat Efren in the finals of that tournament. Yeah. Well, if he does have that angle, he has to be careful not to end up tying. He's not going to do that, though. He's not going to do that. I already saw that he's in the cue ball high. So, yeah, so he probably chose the pattern that I originally said. 3-1. Maybe even shoot the 1, and I don't know. It all depends how you get it. He might play position for the 6 now, you see? Right? Play position for the 6 now, shoot the 6, and then depending on the angle, I mean, you know how good you have to hit that ball to come in between the side pocket and the 14?
I know. You have just, between the side pocket and that third diamond to get position on that 6. And he still has to get good on the 7 ball. It's no gimme in my opinion because he's got to get on the 8.
Mm-hmm. That was one hell of a rack right there.
And anybody that thought this was going to be a blowout when Earl took a 5-0 lead,
Yeah.
Efren just said,
Oh, he made a ball. He can always shoot the 5, the 2, and then the 3. Boom. Boom, little friendly bump. Oh, look at that. He didn't get a friendly bump there at
Nope.
all. But when it comes to playing ape on a 9-foot table or bigger, it is almost impossible to play safe.
yeah,
And that's a perfect example. There really wasn't anywhere, too many places where he could play a defensive shot. But every now and then you have the exception.
right.
The exception, he actually had an opportunity here to probably hit the 3 ball, go 2 rails, and bury the cue ball behind the 5 and the
Right.
2. He didn't take advantage of that.
Right. That's true.
He
That was a
became
good
blinded
point.
by his rage and wound up going for the crazy shot. And now Efren has the opportunity to come within 1 rack because of it. See over here, he might even want to go rail first here, just to play position,
He did
right?
exactly what he did.
And guess who breaks next? Very interesting. Right? Now the score is 5-4. Earl after going up 5-0.
Nothing. And while Finnegan racks those balls, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, InsidePool.tv and Inside Pool Mag, for presenting this stream for us, as well as NYC Grind, ProPool.com, and London Bridge Promotions.
It's a good chance Earl's going to get out from this one.
I don't see anything wrong with
I mean,
this track.
he spread him well.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, when you spread him this well, it's tough to defend yourself, to get another turn at the table when you're playing with two legends like this.
He's definitely taking his time with this rack. I'm used to Earl playing with a little bit more
What is this?
speed.
Yeah, I'm surprised he came short on this
Yeah.
this shot. I think he wanted to get straighter on the 9 so he could shoot the 9, the one in the side, and then the one by the rail, and then use that one, the one by where you break from, to get position on the 8, get position on the 8. Well, that's definitely not where he wanted to be.
He should have no problems here, though, but you're right. He was definitely a little out of position on that 9-ball shot.
Yeah. Yeah, because now instead of doing stop, slightly come off the rail and then just roll it down a bit, he's just going to have to work a little extra hard for it. But he'll be fine.
But he's definitely shooting more tentative than I mean, we're fortunate we get to see Earl play a lot, because now that he's based in New York City, and he's definitely holding back on something.
Paint ball on the side.
Okay, so now Earl takes the lead. Well, we already have the lead, but he goes ahead by the score of 6 games to 4.
And that ball's going to make it in the corner pocket.
Well, I would say I don't see any problems here either. 4-1, 3-7, and then draw back for the 6-2. It's tricky because, you have to remember one time they played a challenge match for a lot of money in Hong Kong. And he was ahead by 17 games towards the end. Just need a couple of games, Earl.
Earl.
And Efren came back and beat him.
Really?
And you never know if that's always it still sticks in the back of his mind. See, he tried to come back there to end up with position on the 7. He overhit it. I mean, he overdrew the ball. He ran into the 7. Ooh, look at this. He might, I don't know if he can slow it down. If he can, he might have to go up and down. Unless he wants to run into the 12 ball. Oh, he's going to go with inside spin? Wow, he hit that shot really good.
He did. He shot that really well.
And he got a perfect hand on the 3 to get position on the 8. Yeah, he got that. That was one hell of a shot right there.
Great shot. Really great shot.
But see, that's what happens when you are a master of the table. You're a master of the table, you can shoot. It's like you're a GPS navigational system. You know every single route. If there's construction going on, you have the alternate route. You know, the detour. It's like he had the alternate route going there.
Good analogy.
Well, let's see what Efren does here with the break. See if that 3 ball goes straight in the corner like he did earlier.
Yep.
You see?
That's wild.
It's unbelievable.
You think that's
You know how
the
tough it
10
is to do that? 5 in front of the pocket, the 7 in front of the pocket. So, it makes it give the 6 and the 2 go in the corner, the lower left-hand corner. He's good here.
I think Efren heard you, and he agreed.
Somehow get position on the 1 so you can use the 7 to get to one of those balls there. If not, he's going to have no choice but to shoot the 7 next.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
He hit that great. He's in good shape here. Because now if he shoots that ball, gets position on the 1, then come down for the 2, shoot a stop shot on the 2, and then the 8 ball on the side.
Very well played. I've learned so many things from this match already.
Like what?
Pattern play. Running into the balls. I play a lot of 9-ball, and so I feel like you're constantly trying to avoid running into balls. But in 8-ball, it's such a critical component of being able to break out clusters, and
to help control the cue ball.
Yeah, it's very true too. And it's just a lot of good lessons, particularly I feel like in this match, in nudging balls and helping yourself get out.
All right. Yeah, good point.
So Earl says he's going to try Efren's break. He's going to see if that 7 ball will fly into the corner, but not
even close.
Not even close.
He can also shoot it with follow. He has options here. He has options here. So you have to be careful not to get tied up with a 13 over here.
You go forward to go around the 13? Or is he still coming out?
I like going 3 rails on this shot. You know,
Yeah.
I like going 3 rails because if you leave it past the side pie, once you get past that point, if you can't make the 13, you can shoot the 12. Plus, if you get the 11, which he has now he's going to end up between the 3 and the 5 and use the ball that's left on the rail, the 12 ball, to get on the 13.
These guys are just moving around this table so well. Even like narrow corridors, they're still able to get the right position.
Ooh, look at that.
Except for that.
Wow. I see what you're saying. Just because he got out of line doesn't necessarily mean that. I know what you're saying. He left the word. Look at this. Look how good he hit that bank. Wow. And look how perfect he got on the 8 ball. That's unbelievable.
How do you like it?
He said, I'm not giving up this table. See if the 2 ball goes in.
Oh,
boom, straight in.
Earl's going to go bananas.
It's going to drive him nuts.
He's going to go bananas. Yeah, and I don't see any issues in this rack at all. And I know Earl is festering over there in his chair. And this is the part where Earl... I don't know. If I was his girlfriend, I'd be telling him to take a break, step away from the table, and calm yourself down. Because you know, he's frustrated. He's thinking that the break's working against him when the reality is he has the answers. I mean, you can watch what Efren's doing and try to mimic it as close as possible. And I don't think he's even going for the second ball if that's what Efren's doing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to play smart and play to whatever it is that is working for your opponent. If it's working for your opponent, why not give it a shot?
Yep.
You know?
Look for all the possibilities for your advantage, even if that comes from your opponent.
Yeah, and I know someone in the chat room is asking, are these double shim pockets? No, they're not.
No, they're not. This is a 10-foot table, but normal pockets. Wow.
And I tell you, the house is going to come down if Efren ties this match 7 apiece. You're welcome.
And he used all of the pocket on that shot. And for a match that was 5-0 earlier, you're about to see a tie game.
How incredible is this match, huh? A true battle of the legends. Now the score is tied up at 7 apiece after Earl was up 5-0 in the beginning of the match. Wow. What a match we got going on here.
And we have this match because of our lovely sponsors. We have Inside Pool, NYC Grind, Steinway Billiards, London Bridge Promotions, CNGGas.com, ProPool.com, Kamui, and the Bank Shot Calculator. And let's see if he goes for that second ball, and he does it.
Oh, sí, ya. Está jugando bueno.
Kind of surprised that he's shooting that ball, but that's why. That was really, really well shot.
Earl retakes the lead again by the score of 8-7. We got action here, Steinway Billiards tonight.
No. Of course, when I'm paying attention, he doesn't make that ball on the break.
And I see, Gail, that this is a match in eight ball, which is difficult to make balls on the break, and that's really what it's all about. You know. And it's good to see Efren at 60 years old still got his eye in and playing well.
They're playing fantastic. I'm learning so much watching this match. I've just seen such an elegant way of getting out of a rack.
Yeah, difficult racks. I mean, like one of them Efren had where it was all the balls were down in a line down the middle of the table, and it was like, how's he going to do this? And of course, that's why he's called the magician.
That's right.
Because that's how he gets out of it, you know.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Now you're not going to see a happy camper here.
That's the second miss for him of the match. And I don't think Efren expected to get back to the table. He will happily.
He's played some beautiful soft banks to like just enough speed to get perfect positions, just like beautiful, you know.
They float in. Very elegant. And we have our first save of the match.
Yeah, first save. So he's going for the 6. Probably going to maybe run forward and try and hide it behind the 8.
Oh, he's not going to like that.
Yeah, no, he isn't. I think he might have been thinking to put it behind the 8, or maybe the 6 was going to cover that stripe as well. Oh no, he wasn't here for the straight pull this year. It was the year before. And he picked it up last night. I brought him in early to play on the 10 foot to just get his eye in. And I was amazed that after just a few shots, it was as if it was a 9 foot table. You know?
We are playing call shot, call safety, so even though Efren did pocket a stripe on that shot, he does not get to stay at the table. Wow.
Now he's still got that problem pair of balls.
Yep. He was hoping to have that.
And if he wants to throw it to the 4 ball to the left, or nearer to where he is, that's not the position, there's the wrong side of it. Oh, the 4.
Oh.
Wow, great shot. Great shot.
We've been seeing these kinds of shots the entire night. Like, you look at, everybody looks at the table and what he's going to do here.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, he just throws out this shot that nobody expected.
And his early's pretty quick as well. He's played all these shots a million times before. Takes him a second to look at it. Yeah, he needs a 2-second shot clock.
Very well done, Earl. Now that ball, I've been seeing a ball go into that top left corner pocket for Earl a number of times.
Efren's comeback has been halted a little bit. Nine-ball 207 champion from England. When I used to look after him years ago, and whoops. Well, that was an unusual miss there. I said, how quickly do you know which set of balls you're going to, one going to go to the table after the other guy's broken, maybe, in the way they play 8-ball. I was just saying about Darryl Peach told me that within a split second, and he's a great 8-ball player, So is Jason Shaw is also a great 8-ball player. Efren taking a little time over this shot selection.
I'm happy they're getting a little bit more defensive.
Yeah.
I feel like he could use the 6-ball to break it out,
Well,
or just break it out now.
Oh,
wow.
that was. Oh, that actually that goes in that pocket, I believe. I feel sometimes at the bar in Steinway, and I wish I had a tape recorder with me because he tells stories and then he gives his little giggle, and you know, I love listening to him talk.
I do too. He really, I mean, obviously he's got an assortment of stories
and
from his pool career, but he's just so great.
And he basically, he lives and dies pool.
Yeah.
That's, I've listened to him. Oh, no, he's not going to be happy about that. Gonna cut this in and run down for the third 11 ball probably.
Well, with Steinway's full bar here, some people may try to shoot polo on the carpet.
I think the last time we probably did commentary together was Comet Billiards, which.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't even exist anymore. Breaks my
No, I think we've done
little
some
pool player
somewhere
heart.
else. I think at the US Open, I think. Have you ever been?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if I did commentary there.
Expo maybe. No, Racks. I think we've done something at Racks within the last couple of years.
Maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, Efren definitely took the opportunity that Earl presented there. And,
Yeah.
I mean, Earl was in a really tough position. He had those 2 balls tied up the whole round. They're going to go on a little bit of a break.
See you guys later.
Keep watching.
All right, let's keep it down to resume play. Let's keep it down.
And the
Now,
match.
once again, no video allowed. No video from your camera allowed.
So Efren came back and beat Earl.
He came back from 100 down to 120, and Earl went from 112 to 117. And so, in a way, this is a different format, different disciplines, but I'm sure Efren wants to stamp his authority on this match, or matches, and wants to come out the winner. So we'll see what happens. But right now, it's a close match. 9-7, 9-8, I believe. And we'll see what happens. It's all about the break. I'll put up 100,000 to see who's the best player. Well,
Oh, and he cleared that 4 ball, so everything should be golden right now.
yeah.
And Earl always wears contraptions. I feel like he
Yeah,
always has,
he's a mishmash of designer
he
wear.
doesn't accessorize the same way I do.
No. And he'll discard it in just as quick a manner as he puts it on.
I remember one Super Billiards Expo, he asked, serious as can be, he asked if he could wear a football helmet. And they obviously said
Well,
no.
there was a guy, and I'm sure there's a lot of you players out there and fans. It's got to be about 8 years ago at least, but there was a guy showed up and wore swimming goggles to play in. And he played Mika, and everybody was laughing, like thinking this guy's a total retard. And he had Mika 4-zip. He ran 4 racks on Mika, and Mika's sitting there going, what? I can imagine he was thinking, what the hell, I'm getting beaten by a guy in swimming goggles. Yeah, it was a classic. And they let him wear them. They said he's obviously a bit of a character, this guy. Thank you, Tony.
And we've got a ball in the break. You are watching a live stream match brought to you by Inside Pool and NYC Grind here at Steinway Billiards, and it's the Battle of Legends. Earl the Pearl Strickland versus Efren the Magician Reyes.
Yeah, and Finnegan, the referee, outlined their achievements at the beginning, but there isn't time to outline their achievements. Earl will be 53 in August, I believe, August. And he started playing sort of really top class at like 14. When their drivers drive them around over there, they pull up at a red light and they wind the window down and they go, oh, Django. And he goes, he doesn't wait at red lights. He just goes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So
I changed
different.
my name to Django. I don't know whether
He's putting on his I am one of the main shows in this exhibition. Shoulders on. He hopes that catches a little bit more legs. This is going to be a 3-day event.
Right.
We're playing 8-ball now, and then you're going to see 9-ball tomorrow night and 10-ball on
and they
Thursday.
have their favourites for certain disciplines, right?
Exactly. And I think most people were putting Efren as the favorite in this game.
Efren was over the hill. I sort of got that theme.
Oh, okay.
And I can tell you now, you've seen him play tonight, and there's no way he's over the hill. The guy he's got it. He plays phenomenal pool.
I always hear people say that about pool players, and I don't really understand.
Well, there's times when he doesn't play that much. If he's stuck in the
That doesn't mean you're over
Philippines.
hill. That means you're out of stroke.
Oh, that's right. No, exactly. So I think that's what they think. Because he's not playing, he can't play anymore. It's not the case at all.
I don't think pool has an over the hill feature outside of going completely blind.
Well, these guys have such a natural talent that.
Yeah.
And he did have eye problems, cataract and stuff, and he had all that fixed. So there was a little period there where he went off the boil a little, but he's split in these pockets pretty good. Don't see too much coming off the rail. But he's got to get going here because it's a race to 17. we decided on 17 really just because we thought it would take too long to play
long.
21, and it's probably not working out that way. Or what is the time now?
You're just after 10 o'clock East Coast time here.
And we said, you know, this is a great fit, and that was it. It was just a good fit, and it came from there. We just decided, well, let's do it 3 different formats, make it different than, I didn't want to do a race to 120 and copy it exactly, so we just went for something a little different and show off their prowess in all the disciplines.
Oh, he wanted that 14 ball to go in.
I had trouble getting him away from a chess game to start this match. He's probably playing for $10, but it was so important to him that he drilled this guy out of $10. It's amazing.
Well, all pool players tell you we're in the wrong sport.
I said, did you win? He goes, yeah, I won $30. And I'm like, oh, that's raving over $30. He was playing at the US Open a few years ago, still in the tournament, still plodding along, and he got a phone call from an Arab prince in Dubai, and he said, Ephraim, I'd like you to come out for about a week and a half, come to my palace, play with my friends, and I'll give you 40,000. Ephraim walked from the table, put his stick away, went straight to the airport, and went to Dubai. That's how much money there is in pool.
Wow.
So Barry Berman
But
lost.
note it wasn't a tournament.
Barry Berman lost him that year. Exactly. And flown out there first class. So it's pretty, yes.
That's amazing.
Well, he's still plodding along here.
Amazing. That 14 ball goes in the pocket, but Earl stays to the table. That's so frustrating when you're just a little bit more, and he would have had that 14 in the pocket. And instead, it's going to be an even closer race.
Wow. Now we have 11 to
10.
Right now oh no, he's trying
He
to
was telling him
Yeah, I know. He's probably trying to tell him how to screw up the rack then.
Let's see what Ephraim does with this. He hit the head ball, and he's not making that corner. The corner ball was flying into the pocket earlier.
Oh, look. Oh.
He's got to shoot stripes here, and they're wide open.
Just got to be careful here.
No, he's going to have to shoot that 12
Yeah,
ball
he's gonna
down.
have to play this down. See if he makes this.
Wow.
Yeah, he made it, and he's got the.
He's trying. This is okay because he can still do the breakout shot here. See how he's getting the angle to break that out?
Yeah.
Now this breakout works for him. Well
Good
done.
shot.
Well played. And I mean, to give both of these guys an enormous amount of credit, they can, even when they've gotten themselves in trouble, they're so amazing at their craft that they're able to get out anyways.
And not only do they get out, they get back on track so quick.
As Ginky used to say, BIL, back in line.
Right. That's okay. He's not letting himself down. If the score was 17-3, then people are going to say things, Going to go to the right of that ball. That's it. There.
You better hope that doesn't. Oh, but he missed that ball.
Yeah, but I think he saved him. I'm not sure.
No, he can
7?
shoot that 12 ball. I always love, you sacrifice shot to get position on a ball, you don't get to shoot.
Yeah, I know.
Well played.
Or the bottom of the table, sorry.
He hit that too soft. He hit that too soft. Well done. Yep.
Great shot.
Very good shot.
Great shot.
Very, very good shot.
He took it off the cushion, but he knew it was still going to go in. That's pretty cool. In Filipino as well.
Two,
Oh, whoa,
two.
whoa, whoa.
Wow, 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 and wow. Wow.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Wow. I wonder if they're intentionally getting poor positions so that they can have fun making these awesome shots.
Oh, you kidding me?
No.
God, you're one lucky guy, Efren.
Little run of 7.
I think he's playing safety. Get out of here.
Wow.
Did
Yeah, it went by. Well, it's difficult to see
It-
on the monitor, but to be honest, it didn't look like it went, and he made it, and now he's got a long shot on the 8. And if he misses this, there's a stick going.
Uh-oh.
You're a lucky guy again, Efren.
And now Bada's going to make sure he plays a much better safety than he just did.
Now this will be a great shot if he makes this to bring the house down, because he's going to come off the bottom cushion, hit the right-hand side as we're looking at the monitor, and cut it in the side pocket. And if this goes, woo! And don't count it out, because
No,
it's
they
quite.
don't. But this is called shot call safety, correct?
Yeah.
So if Earl does call this 8 ball and doesn't. Oh my God! You called it! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Oh my goodness! Now this, I would think that would
And he
fuel
didn't-
Efren.
And he didn't have much options, because he had to call it somewhere, and he just called it there. It's amazing. You know.
I wouldn't count out Efren just yet. I mean, outside of the alternate break, allowing Earl to get back to the table, I think that the crowd cheering in that shot would put a little bit of a fire under Efren and said, no, 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 no.
That was a weird break, because they're still there from the cluster of the rack. Not even moved. Look.
Yeah, no, the rack didn't break well at all. Oh, wow.
That was a great shot.
What a fantastic shot.
Just put enough draw on that to just get it to
What
roll
a
out half a
great
ball
shot.
forward.
That way he could shoot that 8 ball in that pocket. And I was just going to say, you know, it'd be great if he could shoot the 8 ball now because he's in the perfect position to do that. So he made that happen. Well played. I would say Efren's had a good amount of experience playing players like Earl. Oof. No, that is not attractive. Plus, doesn't it make it seem like it was that much more amazing if you had to, you know?
Well, I'm still.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's why he's called the magician.
Oh my.
I was telling someone today, I don't know whether you guys at home and on the chat room, if you go on YouTube and put Efren Reyes 30 ball run, or two sets of balls, but just put anything you like in, you'll find it. He tipped, it's DVD'd, he did it twice. He put 2 racks of balls on the center of the table in a circle, not random, just tipped them out the tray, ran them out 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5,
Really?
6-6, in a cluster about 2 foot, like 30 balls in a cluster.
So Chicago
about 2
squared.
foot 6. Yeah, right. And then he put another two sets of balls on the table and ran those out.
Wow.
Of course you give me the. What else are you gonna give me?
And the right English to hold it, or to accelerate it, whatever. It's just amazing. They're both good like that. Look. You know what? If he wins tonight, no, you're kidding me. I should never have said that. I jinxed him.
And he smiles.
Oh my God. I'll keep my mouth shut.
And Earl will happily run this rack out. Look at all those people in the background. My goodness.
Oh, it's packed. It's packed. There's about 300 people around the table. Great shot. They do love those shots down the cushion.
Definitely.
Well, this one's all over. We'll
Yeah.
put this in the record books. Earl is only 3 away from winning this first night discipline 8 ball. Pretty exciting. There's some great shots.
And while I have this short opportunity, I'd like to take a moment to thank Pro Pool, Ron Hoffman. Special thanks to them from Inside Pool and the rest of us viewing the stream. Check out the virtual tournament director. It is available to your pool room. Players can play tournament matches anytime they want, and visit propool.com for details. We're here at Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, in New York City. I'm Gail Glazebrook-Robles, commentating with Jeff Conway, and you're watching the Battle of Legends, Earl the Pearl Strickland versus Efren the Magician Reyes.
They just don't miss these straight shots. Never miss them.
Rack here would be a defining moment to have him get to 15, keep an effort at 11.
Earl's nearly at the winning post here, so he doesn't want to screw up. That sorted a little mess out. I'm just saying to the people watching that Earl looks like he's almost down the winning stretch here, the winning furlong. But you never know. It's never over till it's over, you know.
Yeah, what an exciting match. I mean, Steinway Billiards is just absolutely packed. I've never seen it so.
There's about 300 people standing around the room, standing room only, and nobody's leaving.
Yeah,
and there's been some phenomenal shots. Phenomenal. I don't know, did you see that shot when he pulled that 8 ball?
Earl's incredible, so's Efren. These guys, I mean, this match is...
It's 15 to 11.
All right, Earl's winding up. Look at this.
And he had Finnegan tap
Look
the
at
front
this.
ball down, so let's see what happens here. This is almost for the win. He only needs 2 more games. 6-0.
Up.
Right.
Nothing.
Going to have to move that 15 at some point, I believe. He doesn't play as much as he used to.
Oh, don't give me that stuff.
No, he plays in the Philippines. He plays every day.
He plays the pool every second of every day.
He's going to follow this and see if he can nudge that 7 down the table a little bit. Like that. Oh, that's a pretty shot. He moved that 15 out there. It's such a good shot. That was.
Yeah.
But he's got to make it happen here because...
yeah, here's where the bridge comes in handy, but he's okay.
You've got 2 of the greatest players, and not the 2 greatest players in the world.
They don't want to use their...
Oh.
See him stand up on the ball?
Look
Man,
at
that's just
that.
not good. There he is, Earl Strickland, the Pearl. Man, you come here to see here in the real world, InsidePool.tv in Astoria, New York City. And this little piece of history here, the Battle of Legends. Thank you so much for joining us.
Earl is getting so close to the finish line now, he can almost smell the tape. Will he trip in the last furlong? We'll see.
Let's get the full arm weight on tonight, folks. That's to keep him down on the shot.
And they're heavy. He left them in the pool room and went out. I had to run out and give them to him because he left them behind in Brooklyn last year or year before. And, geez, they weigh about 3 or 4 pounds each, these things.
3 strokes every time. 1, 2, hit. Earl for Pearl Strickland. What an incredible talent. superhuman determination. That's what
Yeah.
these two gentlemen have displayed. This is the greatest two pool players that ever lived, that are living right now. Okay, there you go, folks. You're getting your money's worth tonight.
So he only needs one more game to
The Hill
on the hill.
for $3,000.
There is no money in pool.
Yes.
Not for the players nor promoters or anything. But
Spent all this money for a great event, Jeff, and I really appreciate it,
well,
sir.
when they played in Hong Kong, the guy who put that event on put up 100,000 for a similar reason. He just wanted to see who the best two players were in the world and said, well, I'll put up 100,000. And I'd like to give a shout out to Mark Wilson, if you're listening. You did the commentary on that Hong Kong match, and you did it great then, and you're even greater now when you do commentary. Great fan of yours. Well, let's see if he can run these out and get a little confidence going here. He needs a six-pack. This is like playing pool in a fine
Wow.
I don't know why he hit that so hard. He had a plan, I'm sure.
Trust that you know how to make the shot. What a great shot Earl played there.
So if he follows this down, he can play that same pocket. Oh, he's playing that down there. That's a great shot.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Earl's awesome.
Let's see. He's going to draw this for sure.
Go with your
Like
gut.
that. No, he didn't want. I don't think he wanted that. He can make it uptown, I guess.
Let's have a look here.
I guess there's enough room because he wouldn't take it if he thought he was scratching. So. So it looks like the score is going to be 17-11.
Wow. Oh, watch Earl go right in the pocket here. Oh, he got so lucky. So lucky.
But he's on the cushion a little bit here, but I still think he'll make this.
Yeah, that should be no problem.
You have your winner, folks.
There he is, the Pearl.
17-11. Great match.
Wow. Awesome.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully you bought the three-night package. And we'll see all you same guys tomorrow night and the next night.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
I'll say cheerio from Jeff Conway, and I'll say cheerio from Alvin. Thank you very much for setting it all up, Alvin.
You're very welcome, sir. Thanks for having me here.
See you tomorrow, guys.
It's been great planning this out and making it happen with you.